Hey, hey, good afternoon. I was trying to make sure I'm on a charger because I am very bad with this phone dying. But good afternoon. It's your girl, Sabrina, Sabrina. I wanted to come here to just chat with y'all for a bit and do some reflections because, it was so much love. I'm still overwhelmed with joy and just positivity in my heart. I just gave some man at the store $5. I don't think he was trying to get a couple of beers. I don't even care what he was buying. I just gave it to him. I just wanted to spread that love. He's sitting out in the cold. He does it all the time, but I just felt good to do a good deed today and revel in the joy I have inside. How y'all doing? What's good, Queen Dree? Jasmine's in the building. Queen Fee in the building. Thank y'all for coming through. I have to give a quick reflection because, again, like I said, I am overwhelmed with joy. And I was sitting here reveling in it and, sending my mom all type of emojis. I even text my dad. He's not a good texter, but I even text him like, no, baby, no, be doing good, daddy. It's hump day, whatever, whatever. And then I immediately got sad, right? I got sad because, there's personal things going on in my life. And while I'm here and I can express how happy I am or how overjoyed I am just to get rid of, certain negativity, it's like, damn, I gotta face the music because it's real stuff going on personally. And it's like, how do you keep healing from different things that hurt you emotionally or physically, or even sometimes spiritually, right? It's like, how do you heal from that? Like you get rid of one thing and then another thing pops up again. You know, some days I want to come on and be extra transparent about that situation and get advice, um, and get other people's perspective on it. How you doing, Barbara? Thanks for being here. And then there's other times where I'm just like, do people even give a damn? Those are things that go through in my mind. Um, but it's just so hard to feel like I have to really pay somebody, right, to listen to me. Therapy, a counselor, psychotherapy. Make sure you ain't halfway damn crazy. But oh man, just still trying to revel in that joy I had from last night, just being on Queen Fee's panel and just feeling everybody emotionally around me as an empath, just hearing people's tone, hearing how they laugh, when they go silent and we check on them and see how they're doing, they coming back the same as they left. And those are things I listen to, the little small things, those little nuances that other people may not pay attention to. I do. And it just felt really damn good to officially be in a good space with people you don't know, and you just want to be in a good space with them because you want to see them for who they are in a natural light, instead of a light, based on somebody else's business or somebody else don't like them. So you put that type of light on them. You just want to like them for them, right? So, oh man, overwhelmed with joy. If y'all feel the same in the chat, let me know definitely. But it's so positive to be a part of something like that, especially for me harboring certain anger towards stuff that didn't even matter. Now I'm mad about fake pages and all of this other stuff, right? Because that shit affected me too. But it's like, damn, do I really care? I don't even know half the damn time. But I did want to give a reflection on that. It felt good to have the gentlemen on the panel. Shout out to J Bands and D Ham and Kevin, um, and many others that just didn't mind coming in to enjoy a laugh and to listen and understand. I was reading some of, speaking of comments, I was reading some of Kevin's comments, and I truly understood what he was trying to say. Being ostracized or feeling so misunderstood to where you feel alone. Sometimes I feel like that too. So misunderstood that people just don't care to try and understand. I don't care to understand. Just stay away. Those people are allowed to do that, right? But I was reading his comments and just truly understanding what he was saying. And it was a lot of people expressing their personal opinions in the comments where they felt like they're being ignored or not being seen and not being, being done positive. I felt that. I felt that. But also, too, it's time to push forward where you have to be the change you want to see. And I always stick by that. If you want to see the change, you have to be the change. And Queen Fee showed us that it at the drop of a dime, it can be that way. Don't forget the beginning of the live. We ride at dawn. We was ready to ride and step on. But when you let God have his way, right? And you truly let him manifest in your space, you get to see that you don't get to do what you want to do. That's not the path, that you're supposed to be on. And I just enjoyed the ending. It's so much better than the beginning. So much better. People I haven't spoken to in years because I thought, they didn't like me based on the whole Sweet Mom situation, or maybe they were a strong supporter of somebody and that person didn't like me, so they didn't either. A lot of us have dealt with that type of situation, but it just felt good to be in a space that was all positive and just wanting to see everybody win. So I enjoyed that last night. I truly did. I truly did. Hi, Anti-Violence. Thanks for being here. Yes, Queen Fee. Yes, yes. Even that. When I tell you, negativity tried to dwell last night. Negativity tried to dwell last night, and it did not win. It did not win at all. And you know how you can't really deny what you see. When you see something and it's real, you can't deny it. And last night, the feeling was so mutual in positivity. It was so mutual. We had good music. We had a prayer. I got to hear Miss Fee's beautiful voice. I've never heard her sing before. J Bands, of course. Like a lot of stuff just, I don't know. I feel warm inside all over again. And I ain't got no space heater beside me. So I just feel so good inside for that, for real. Queen Fee, she said Queen Fee Live was so beautiful. It really touched me. Yeah, it touched me as well. It really did. Jasmine said it was a positive live last night. It felt good. Yes, it really did. Queen Fee said yes, they were awesome. Yeah, and I'm very grateful that a lot of people decided to come up. You know what I'm saying? And I understood the hesitation, right? Because I'm quick to hesitate sometimes myself based on the energy, but I just could not deny the energy that I personally felt, especially towards a lot of the heavy hitters that was popping up in the chat, and knowing that I have to hide. I hate having to hide, right? If I support you, I'd rather be able, want to support you out loud. I remember being suppressed and feeling like I had to keep, supporting in private. The person would only address me in private. They would only talk to me in private, but in public, they did not want the perception that they were speaking to me. And that hurt me because that's not being real. That's being fake. I want to be able to support people as I did when I first came into the saga. A lot of y'all knew me as Sabrina Hawkins. I came in under my real name. Brina was born in May of 2023, but she wasn't permanent. And I'm grateful that people respect me, Sabrina, the person they originally met. I'm not going to lie. Some people did only meet me as Brina, and I understand that. But there are those that were there since day one. They know exactly who I am. That's who I came in as. And to get to leave that way as Sabrina, it means so much more to me to still be respected as just me. That's it. Irregardless of my content, or maybe there's some things that just really ticked you off. I would hope that you still respect me just as me, not as me trying to be something to fit your needs. Because I don't think any of us want to do that, right? I would hate for somebody to feel they have to fit a mold in order for me to like them, in order for me to respect them. I just want to respect you for who you are. We can get to the collective later, but I like to dive through the collective. It's almost like when you eat those the jelly beans, and you like jelly beans as a collective because it's a candy, it's sweet, it's something that satisfies your taste buds. But when you think of them individually, see, I don't like licorice. So I'm not going to throw the whole bag in my mouth and just wait it out. No, I'm going to weed out the licorice because I really don't care for the licorice. And I'm going to enjoy the rest of it. That is how I see the collective. I know Kevin had mentioned something earlier about collective versus individuality, and I totally understood what he was stating. But it's just like when people state that they don't see color. To me, that's offensive, right? Because that means you don't respect me as an individual. When some people don't see color, it's like you don't see that I'm different from you and respect the fact that I'm different and I'm unique and, to my own self. So that's why, things like that, I always push for people to be an individual and then, you know, understand where you are as a collective. Now, I don't know, things like that are very important to me. Let me keep reading, you guys. Um, Queen Dree said, "Yes, Queen Fee. That's how you know that was a powerful live." Robert came by. I believe Robert was in the bushes the whole time too, probably singing "Drop It Low." Show I believed it. He was having a good time. He fell out them bushes real quick. I knew that branch couldn't hold him too long. Yes, I hope everybody's doing well as well. Queen Dree said, "I always cared and liked you, Sabrina. You sure did. You sure did. You, Angie, a few different people. Y'all know me as Sabrina. That's who I came in as. Y'all spoke to Sabrina every time. I don't think Brina was ever in a chat or a group chat ever." She said, "Yes, I was gonna cut the front off, but it shows how God moves. It does. I think it's powerful for the beginning because it truly shows how, you can start a race one way, even sprain your ankle and still be able to finish. So I do like the beginning because it's a good segue to show people it started this way. God took control. Look at where we ended. Uh, Anyone listening that doesn't even know the LaTruth saga, I would hope would listen. And they're probably gonna scrub through some of your cuss words. They're gonna say, she cussing. I don't want to hear that. She cussing. And then they're gonna get to a pace of where it's calm. And they're gonna say, "Oh snap, these people getting it together. Look at that." By the time they're finished with your life, they should be crying and thanking the Lord. So that's how I would ride that wave of your life if I didn't even know what was going on. So hopefully other people take it that way as well. Danny, I don't know if I spoke, but hey, Danny. Miss Foxy in the building. Thanks for being here. Let me see. She said, "Queen Fee, my God, your live last night had me in tears. You and everyone that joined and shared some words moved me. I hope to see more like that. Thank you." I'm telling you, I got to give Queen Fee her flowers. She's the one to do it. And I would have never thought that that type of live would happen on her platform. I never thought. And when she says it's unscripted, we're not talking about that love and hip hop stuff. That stuff is scripted. They just basically say, "Look, this is the script. You're gonna run a live, and then you're gonna call up these people and let them get crazy." That's the script. No, this was unscripted. She was on go, ready to chop down the tree. We were all there with axes, ready to help her chop down this tree, and the Lord said, we're going to leave the tree alone for right now. We're going to leave it alone. And we're going to all gather around the tree. That's how I felt about it. Like, we're here to tear the tree down, but that's not what happened in the end. I'm kind of glad about that. Nancy Violence said, "Good morning, Queen Fee. I hope you're doing well. I am lying here listening. I was in and out of your live last night too, but I have COVID." Oh no. Speedy recovery to you, Anti-Violence. Speedy recovery. That sickness is no joke. Definitely get you some tea, some soup, and definitely feel better. I am so scared to get sick. This is why I'm a hermit in my house around this time of year. I'm scared to be in big crowds. Somebody might cough on me. I don't know what it's called yet. When I get the big word that I'm looking for, then you all will know the phobia, when you have of being around other people because you'll get sick. Yeah, I have that. Because after a while, I'm like, I don't want to be here no more. I'm ready to go. Somebody might cough or sneeze. So I definitely feel you now. I hope you definitely get better real soon. Kevin said, "I sounded like a bat out of hell, but the ending was awesome." But did he lie? Queen Bee, but did he lie? Girl, you came in a swinging. You was not playing. And I bet the Lord was saying, "Now look at my child. Look at how she just want to do what she want to do, and get on these people internet and just cuss and carry on." God said, "No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We not gonna do that tonight. I'm finna make all y'all cry." And he did. Because I surely was crying. I said, these people go see me as a punk. They gonna say Brina was up there boo-hooing. I sure was. I sure was. I couldn't hide that emotion. I tried. She said, "Thank you all. I got soup, zinc, and liquid for. Oh, you got really, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Get you some elderberry too, if you can, and just take the vitamins, and that'll help build up your immune system as well. That's what I give to my kids. I give them elderberry gummies throughout this time of year. But the doctor told me because I breastfed them, that's why they barely get sick. I have those children that get perfect attendance at school, which creeps me out. So yeah, they very rarely get sick. They get stuff like sinus headaches. That's about it. He said it reminded him of the start of the saga. Yeah, you know what? In the beginning, oh man, a lot of y'all remember the beginning, like the early beginning when it was hell on wheels. Then to wait a minute, yeah, it was. Oh man, I'm very glad that the beginning taught a lot of people something. The middle, and you had the climax of it all. Somebody please write a LaTruth saga book, please. I just need all those parts put in. The beginning, the key player names. I need a middle. I need a climax or plateau, and then end it on a good note with Fees Live. That's what that's what I need. Put some quotes in there, um, and slap it on Amazon, and everybody pick a good charity that supports SA victims, and the proceeds from the book go to that. See, that's a good plan. That's a good plan. I can see that happening. I can see that happening. He said that's when I said, yeah, I can see that happening. Thank you, love. Yes, please hit the like button. I'm still trying to do good with this live stuff. So y'all have to help me out here. Tell me the things you like. Tell me the things you don't like. Maybe you say, oh, Sabrina, I feel like you can be more upbeat, or I don't know, bring some topics. I don't be knowing. What I do know is I've been thinking long and hard about the foster care system here in Atlanta. So I will speak on that a little bit. When I did move to Georgia, I did have friends that had family members, or young ladies that were in foster care, and it operates very different from New York State. They don't have a lot of funding. They don't have anyone that really helps them transition to want to go to college. A lot of the times, these foster girls or young men, excuse me, they are pushed to get an apartment, hurry up and get a job and get an apartment, and so you can just basically be off your foster parents' care. um, we've Me and my honey have looked into being foster parents so that way I can give back, because I had some beautiful foster parents. I can't lie, I did not have a strenuous time in foster care, and my sister and I were considered poster children for them, for the agency that we were in, because of our good grades, because of the milestones we were making. But I wanted to be able to do that here in Atlanta, and it feels like it's so hard to do for no reason. You know, the smaller towns are a little bit easier, but even then, they don't have anybody, especially us. Like I I was asked to come and speak to a group of young ladies. I tell you this, a few years ago when I worked for the water department. Because I work for the government, that's the only reason they really wanted me to come and speak to these young ladies. And it's like, okay, I can push a job all day long, but there's something inside of me that made me want to get a degree to get this type of job. So I don't want to just be preaching to them to work. Who's helping them fill out paperwork, that for scholarships and stuff? Who's helping these young ladies get school supplies or a laptop, or bedding to if they get on campus and things like that? New York State, I was part of a group that started the first ambassadorship where there were at least 7 individuals all over New York State: Buffalo, the upper region, Albany, the city, and then you had places like Poughkeepsie, Syracuse. We had pulled foster kids from all of these areas that were in college to maneuver around New York State in order to help them get these kids Target gift cards so that they can go and get bedding or anything they may need for their room. We were able to get them Staples gift cards so they can go get pens and it can help towards a laptop or anything like that. We had gift boxes, we had pamphlets, we had seminars. We were out there putting our face on podcasts and not being ashamed to tell people we went through this, right? And so you can go through this, or probably is going through this right now, and still end up in a good space. You have a roof over your head. We have people helping you pay for room and board and all of that. So I get to Atlanta and I'm like, okay, where's y'all's program that helps kids do that? And they're like, what program? So I show them and they're like, oh, we don't have that. What? All of these colleges here, Georgia Southwestern, um, Clark Atlanta, all of these different places. Why isn't there anybody, that can assist those that can't, right? So I'm diving into this right now, and that is pretty much where my focus is. Aside from my job, my new promotion, I have to focus on that too. I have a business trip in Vegas soon, but Fee, I'm gonna hit you up in February. I got a business trip in Vegas, so hopefully you can make it. But we'll talk about that later. But I want to be able to be a resource in my community, and I wanted to be able to just talk with y'all about that, and you know, get some insight on something like that. I'm trying to start this nonprofit where I could get the ambassadorship here in Atlanta and get federal funding to help foster kids, go to college and get what they need. But those are things that I want to do with my channel, is bring forth networking that can assist the masses. Right now, I do volunteer in Atlanta where I help veterans repair their home. We repaint their homes for them. We rake their leaves up. We cut their grass. We do it all. We wipe down stuff, get down and dirty, but it's volunteer. You don't get paid for it. And so I just want to be able to do that as well for the foster care system, but I just don't know why Atlanta does not have that. And that boggles my mind. So I wanted to share that because I was telling you all in my last live about projects that I have coming up. And that's one of the biggest projects that I'm working on, is grant writing. So if there is anybody out there that is proficient in writing a grant, because they do consist of a lot of work, I would like some info. I know some of y'all might want to try to charge a nigga, to help them fight, write a damn grant, but we'll see. We'll talk business if there's somebody that does know how to do that, so I can get this nonprofit off the road and help these kids here in Atlanta. That would really mean a lot to me. So yeah, if anybody is listening or anybody knows anybody that does grant writing, anything like that, please let me know. Let me know. I'm gonna read y'all comments now. Rant over. um, Thank you so much. Thank you for everybody that's hitting the like button. Sharice is in the building. Thanks for being here. Let's see, what's the word? Thank you for being here. Yes, yes, support, 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 support. And thank you, Open Book. I didn't see her. Thank you, Open Book, for being here. Am I tripping? I must be tripping. No, there you are. There you are. Hey, thanks for being here. Joanne is in the building. Shamise is in the building. What's the word? Queen Fee, she says she's finishing your live now. That's good. Miss Foxy said, awesome. That's nice, Sabrina. I was a foster child from 8 to 12, and I was thinking of doing the same now that I have the extra space. I love children. I love helping people in general, but that's wonderful. Thank you. The same to me. Same with me. And the reason I want to do it so bad is because of my first foster mom, who scared the crap out of me. I think because of the love she was trying to have for me, I was trying to push her away, and I didn't want her to get close to me, right? Because I'm 16 years old. So in my mind, I'm like, you're just temporary. I'm here temporarily. I'm not here permanently. And in her mind, it was, trying to put my name on wills and stuff, or I want you to have, if anything happens to me, you'll be over this account. I didn't want that responsibility. My mind, I'm like, lady, I don't really know you. And that was during a time when I was extremely toxic, did not want to be around people, and just very angry towards the world, very don't look at me, leave me alone type of attitude. So it took for me to become an adult, for me to see. I was not very nice to that woman, my first foster mom, and she gave me a lot of love. She was trying to buy me a car. She was really trying to help me be a successful person in college. And it's crazy, right? I went to another home that was down the street from her. So she was in Co-op, and I was on Bruner Avenue near Gun Hill. And as I got older, this was my sophomore year in college where I get to go back home for the break. And I went and bought her a bouquet of flowers, right? Because in my mind, I said, I owe this woman an apology. I was not a very nice person to her when I lived in her home, but she was so patient with me. She bought me a laptop, bought me all types of stuff. I was a very spoiled person with her. And I was so nasty. So I bought these flowers and I ride this bus all the way past Bay Plaza to get to her house. And when I knocked on the door, her neighbor told me she passed away, right? And I was like, oh my God, I never got to apologize to her. I never got to say anything. I never got to make it right, you know? So that's why I'm so big on making things right now, being able to, while a person is here, letting them know you have no malice towards them, or, you know, you mean them well, or whatever misunderstandings you may have had with them, you no longer have them with them, right? Because life is too short. Her passing, it damn near killed me, because when a person passes on and you can't reflect with them, the only thing you can reflect on is the past, right? You can only just keep, remembering every time she touched my shoulder and she's like, why your lips like that? You go to Walmart, buy me this expensive ass lip gloss kit. And, I talked so much crap about that kid. And I was like, oh my gosh, you treat me like a little kid. And she was just trying to love on me. And so that taught me a lot. And it's just very important to make things right while you're here. If you're able to give back or officially give yourself selflessly to assist someone else, the outcome is just so much better. So learn from me. Learn from me to make things right up front. So you ain't gotta, hear news that the person is no longer here. You can't tell them no more. Queen G said, okay, the likes are liking. Yay, that's really good. That is a goal. I just reached a goal. I don't think my likes have ever matched my views. So that is a win. That is a 100% receive. Thank y'all so much. And thank y'all for being here. I wasn't going to be on live too long. Just rant and rave. I'm still getting better with this. I do have some videos coming up. I want to talk about a church video I saw where a young lady had to apologize for being pregnant. Did y'all hear anything like that? Did y'all see a video where they had a young lady, a teenage girl, maybe she was 14 or 15. They made her apologize to her congregation for being pregnant. So I was going to make a video and just see what you all thought of that. I thought that was so odd. But maybe it's not odd in other places, right? So I'm going to go and eat a bag of chips with my greedy ass self. Nope, I'm lying. I'm gonna go eat 2 bags of chips because they was 2 for $1. Don't judge me. And enjoy the rest of the day. She said, yes, ma'am, I'm working hard because before I leave this world, I want to spend Christmas adopting families. Yeah, I would like, if I don't have another baby, I would like to adopt one more. I either want to give birth to one more, which would be my third and official kid. But if that doesn't happen by the time I'm 38 years old, I'm pretty sure I'll be looking to adopt a kid or take in foster kids permanently from then on. So, yeah. I definitely want to give back. Definitely. It's a cool, rewarding job. A lot of people just do it for the money. It's so many horror stories where, some foster moms would tell their kids, like, you only in my house because I gave a check and this and this. It's like, oh my God, it's awful. You're supposed to be plan B when plan A is failing or has failed. Not a detriment. That's awful. People that abuse foster children and adoptive children. That's a different level of evil. And you got to understand, some people, because that type of evil's been done to them for so long, they're not even aware that they're doing that type of evil to other people. Sad. It really is. That's why therapy is very, very important. She said, you can adopt me. We go adopt you, Queen Fee. Crystal, thank you for being here. She said you can adopt me. Right? Some people get when they adopt them kids, they get them a certain age because either they don't got time for the little ones, or they get the teenage ones because they be over there trying to use them as a babysitter. I know all too well. But there's a movie right before I get off here that y'all can check out in your free time when you want to unplug from the phone. There is a good Tubi movie. I think it's called Adopted. Definitely check that out if you haven't. It's really, really good. Some of the acting seemed forced. I'm not going to give my critique. I am very harsh on movies. But yeah, I thought the whole theme of the movie was good. So check that out. And after that, I want y'all to be good to yourself. And that way y'all can be good to other people. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'm going to go and just try to keep harboring on this joy I got inside. Because y'all can't steal it from me. Love y'all. Till next time. Bye bye.